just left the gym. I want to talk about some things this morning. There's a consistent thing that I'm seeing more and more is, alright, what I was saying is I just left the gym. I had to come to Walmart. Anyhow, something I'm seeing on a regular basis is that people have turned bodybuilding into powerlifting. Powerlifting is not bodybuilding. Okay? And people in there that are just throwing around heavy weights, no form, no stretch position, no time under tension, nothing. It's like clueless. It's like everything they learn from social media that is, oh, heavy weight builds muscle. Building muscle has nothing to do with the weight. It has all to do with the time under tension. So, is it me, or does nobody understand this concept of time under tension? Please help me understand why nobody understands that concept of time under tension. Mechanical tension is what builds muscle. Bodybuilding is not powerlifting. It's not weightlifting. Bodybuilding is stretch and a contraction under mechanical tension for a certain amount of time, for a certain amount of reps. It's not heavy weight, let me throw it around incorrectly, and just because it's heavy, I'll build muscle. That's not how this works. So, is it me, or, let me know. And the thing is I belong to somewhat of a bodybuilding gym, and it's crazy. It's crazy to me that what I see going on is a joke. Nobody understands the concept of bodybuilding, and then they get all frustrated. When they don't get it. The same people look the same year in, year out, still throwing around heavy weights, training the muscle 2-3 times a week, and that's not bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, from my experience, I've been around this my whole life. 47 years old. And that's high volume. Training each muscle once a week. And there's no such thing as a arbitrary amount of sets per muscle group that these science people throw out there. Because everybody is different. The amount of sets is what you do is what you can recover from. And I find that the more experience or the more advanced you are, the more sets you can do. So, is it me, or is this, and I blame social media for this once again. It has destroyed bodybuilding. And the sad part is that there's a lot of people in there giving hard, effort and consistency and showing up, and they're just clueless, and they're not getting anywhere. And then I see the young kids that are just starting, and they think heavyweight's the answer, and they're going to do nothing but injure themselves and end up in the hospital with a torn tendon and need surgery. So, you let me know in the comments below. You tell me, does nobody understand the concept of bodybuilding? Does nobody understand how bodybuilding works? Really, it's time under tension. I don't care what anyone says. I've been around this my whole life. I've trained a lot of people, and there's real world experience opposed to what scientifically is out there, these science experts say. So, training twice a week each muscle is stupid. All you're going to do is, if you train your muscle twice a week, I get it, it's by volume, they say. But why would you do enough volume where you're halfway through a stimulus, stop, train it again later that week, and disrupt the growth from the first training? No. You highly stimulate that muscle and leave it alone for a week. a week, 5 to 7 days. You know, each muscle once a week, once every 5 to 7 days in that neighborhood. You know, I'm just giving arbitrary numbers. It's not, you know, but roughly, rough estimates, you know, base math. But nobody understands bodybuilding. So, you know, please, you know, let me know. Does this go on in your gym, and is it getting more and more ridiculous, more and more theatrical, and, you know, egotistical? And that's what the thing about it is ego doesn't build muscle. Ego injures you. Train your muscles, not your ego. And yeah, just let me know. What do you guys see? What are your experiences? And all that good stuff. And let me know. And I'll be making more content. I just got back on YouTube, so if you like this video, just like, please subscribe, helps me out. And until then, stay motivated, stay training, and get after it.